Okay, I think we're good. Microphone's on. Yep. Big important thing there. Let me take a drink real quick. Took an ibuprofen, did not go down well. What the fuck is wrong with the Hama Hama right now? What is he doing? Oh, he's stuck out of bounds. Weirdo. Let me get the headset on. Let me get my phone out of my pocket. Okay. Shoot. Here we go. Diving back in. Right back in it, baby. Like we never even left. Not bad. We've seen better today, but that's, you know, how fishing works. But not bad. Ah, okay. Felt good on that one. Feel good on all of them. That's not true. I've overestimated some of them. Underestimated. I almost lost one a couple weeks ago. I made a clip out of it. Partly the reason why I quit shaking them. Like that right there? Oh, that would have lost a record. Man, if I saw a 198, that would just be insane. Just fucking insane. It's hard to even think about that length, honestly. That's crazy. Like, it would have to be bigger in the aquarium. In my mind. If we're going for another, like, if we're going up to the 700 mark for FP, I mean, like, that's just crazy. That sounded like somebody's door. What the fuck? That's wild. Sound like somebody was at my door again. Ooh, hello. Did I screw that up or? Okay, that's definitely a scroll. I think I screwed that up. Could have a good Hama Hama though. A ding ding. Da-da-da. Wow, excuse me. That was a horrible. It's still there. Wow, my throat is like dry. What the? Woo. Woo. Wow, 368 on a 111. That's interesting. I'd be more interested if my throat wasn't like. Wow. My throat is dry. I mean, I just had like plain pasta. That's my fault. Literally just butter, garlic salt, and pepper. It was probably some of the worst pasta I've ever had, but like, it wasn't until I made it that I realized we had no pasta sauce, we had no cheese, we had nothing, just butter, salt, and pepper. Which I'm not blaming. It was good. It was good. But like, I mean, I was about to put some milk on it, if I had it. With a strong enough forearm and shoulder, you can turn some milk and cheese into a nice cream sauce. But I didn't have either. I had neither. I had nothing. Ooh, beautiful, beautiful. I'd have to go back. That day I caught my 174, 584. I don't think that was like, was that the start of the day? Was that the third fish of the day? I should have checked that. I'll have checked. I'll have to. That was so weird. That was like one of those shitty half shakes I do sometimes. Obviously by accident. I don't mean to do it. I don't mean to be shit at this game. It's just who I am. Because I was joking about that earlier, that's what's going to happen to me now, and I'm kind of scared, but I don't think I need to be afraid. I don't remember that being the situation that day. It's mind-boggling. I literally, like... I wonder if he cares at all. I almost want to leave a comment on Summoning Salt's video. Because, like, I literally watched that. I just said literally too many times. But, I mean, it means a lot. I'm still a little jazzed up from earlier today. But I finished watching their most recent video about, like, Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. Is it Mike Tyson's Punch-Out? I think that's the right one. There's 3 of them. I think it's the right one. Anyways, it got to the point where, like, it was at the end of the video talking about how they just kept pushing the limit because they were like, I wanna know that it's one I can leave undefended. And it was like, man, I think that's how I feel, but like, it's different with fishing, obviously. I mean, it's not like there's actually some level of unobtainable skill that like only some people have. This is literally just RNG farming. But it was just like, I think that's what I'm feeling. Is like, I don't feel good enough about my record. But then I set the Hama Hama one and it was like, okay. Okay. But I watched the rest of that video and then it was just like, oh my god, like, I can't play Rogue Galaxy right now. Like, it's gotta be fishing. And here we are, and I'm happy with it. That's, it's crazy. The only way it could have been better was if it was a 180, because that's the criteria I set. But I don't care. 179 is good enough. If anything, it's better because it just makes the 180 look even rarer, and I'll have 3 170s to do my math off of. And only 180, which makes it, again, look more rare. Every fish I catch, the 180 gets more rare, honestly. So by the end of this, the 180 will either be unfucking believably rare, or it's gonna have to actually share its title spot. And if my crazy guess is true, it won't have to share anything because we're gonna catch a 198. If my fearful guess is true, we're gonna catch a fucking... Well, no, we'd catch a because it... Oh. Catch a 187.9. Oh my god, that'd be some shit. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a record. It'd have to be longer, and any longer would be 188, and I said I'd be happy with that a million times, and I still would be. If we hit 200, I'll just fucking lose my mind. At this point, I don't care. With us going over 600, I don't care. If I see a 200, it can be whatever weight it wants to be. However, if it's over 600, I'm a little afraid because it's going to be hard to catch it. I'm just going to have to hold my pole like this and hit the reels when I can. Handsome. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it today. Crazy. Literally crazy. That's what fucking... I mean, that's what RNG is all about, baby. But, like, I wish it was just RNG. It's just... It's not explainable by RNG. It's just not... I should have seen a fish like that so long ago. So many. I mean, unless 150 simply can't be big enough. No. Because 160s are, and I've caught a shitload of 160s. I've caught so many 160s down in the 400s. There's no fucking way, man. There's something weird going on. Oh shit, my cat came from like a different direction this time. It scared me. What you need, Jojo? No treats. No, no. That's why she came from a different way. It's not normally who comes to see me. Holy shit. I took a super long break, but I cooked some pasta, you know. Realized I didn't have any sauce, panicked, looked for something else. Ugh. Damn, I literally, like, I'm back to not knowing what the record is, like, possible. Oh, that's even smaller. That's tiny. Holy shit. 3170. Okay, so yeah, we're the next step up from last time. Fuck yeah, dude. We're on something. Fucking success is what we're on. That's what we're on. Woo! Hype. If there's a chance, it's today. I just have to actually stick it out, put in the time. And at some point, one of these ridiculous shakes will land a fucking monster again. It's the craziest part. If it's anything like I've seen, we're in for a larger fish. A much, much larger fish. I didn't think this was gonna happen. Now, it very well could end up like the last time, where I see absolutely nothing for the rest of the day. That's really what tanked my fucking emotional levels. Excuse me, pardon me. But I would have to go back and check to see if that was similar to how this went. Because I actually think I was testing for resets that day. And I caught both 584s separated by multiple resets. So they weren't even in the same session, technically. They were in the same fishing session, but not the same, like, save/reset. So, interesting to think about. Or it could simply be the fact that I have the fishing contest at the certain time of day, and I just have a chance to catch a giant kaji. So maybe I should save over the other one. And I can just keep soft resetting until I catch the perfect fish. Could be. Could be. That'd be fucking crazy, wouldn't it? Maybe that's what that person meant by the first 12 hours aren't like accounted for. Maybe that's why sometimes I see giant fish. Maybe there's something that, maybe it's not time of day, maybe it's something else. Maybe they misread the code. They never responded to me once I said something about it, which is funny, but it's fine. It's fine. You know why? Because I've said it multiple times. When nobody's got your back, sometimes you have to get your own back. And it turns out all right. Sometimes it turns out like shit because you can't really cover your own back. Like, not all the time. It's like impossible to do that all the time. If you could do it all the time, you wouldn't need other people, but sometimes you can fucking pull some shit off and it's pretty fucking cool. So believe in yourself. You can't always do it by yourself. If you could, everybody would. But sometimes you can surprise even yourself. Oh shit, be a hama or whatever. You know, be who you want to be. Don't listen to me, actually. Manifest your destiny. It's just the line went up hama distance and it's pulling like a hama. I feel like this fish should be way more difficult for how high that bar went. We'll see. Nice! 460. Oh, why does it keep doing that? That's so weird. Oh, did I just waste prime time? Probably. the fish actually care? I don't know. That was a good fish, though. That was a really good fish. We are getting closer and closer every day to 999. I wonder what happens after that. My God, my cats are like hunting for treats right now. It's so sad. They're so bad. I gave them treats. Okay, let's get this guy in here. Let's land him. Check him out. See what he's got. Send him back on his way here in a little bit. They're all fine. They don't need water. We have a magic bag. It's cool. Welcome back. I actually just got back not too long ago myself. I took quite a long break. I cooked some bow tie pasta. A little bit of butter. Salt and pepper. It was pretty terrible. Ooh, nice. I've been getting an Oreo milkshake from Burger King lately. It's not the same as a McFlurry. McFlurry's probably better, but the difference here is I can actually drink this one with a straw. So it's not better, I'll say that, but it's just as good because there's no chance. You can never drink a McFlurry with a straw. But like it's a different type of ice cream. So like it's a whole other thing. I would rather have a McFlurry, but I have to drive like, this is gonna sound so lazy, but like 10 extra minutes. Burger King is just 10 minutes closer, so like, I don't know. If I want to go get fast food, I don't want to drive 20 extra minutes because I have to drive 10 minutes to the McDonald's and then 10 minutes extra back. And it's like, do I really want to drive 20 minutes for fucking McDonald's? And then like, if I drive the extra 10 minutes, I can drive... That's true. I can't wait that long. If I drive an extra 2 minutes, I can get Wendy's. And I prefer Wendy's food to McDonald's food. I still prefer the McFlurry to a Frosty. But in that situation, I would rather just get Wendy's because they also have a Coke Freestyle. And I can get a Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla. Whereas my McDonald's doesn't have that option. And I just have to get their regular Coke. And the regular Coke isn't regular Coke, but it's McDonald's Coke, so like it's standard. So like I don't even, who gives a shit? It's special if you're anywhere else, but if you're at McDonald's already, it's not special. It's what you're getting. Unless you drink Diet Coke, and then just don't say that. Just don't let me know. I'll ban you. Anybody mentions drinking Diet Coke, you're banned. Ugh, God. What is wrong with you? Diet Coke. Makes me wonder if COVID was here longer ago than we thought. Fucking people without taste buds. Yeah, but you can't get Pepsi at a McDonald's, can you? I don't even think that's on the table. Can you get... Is that some sort of fucking... Do you have some sort of weird McDonald's? Can you get a Pepsi at your McDonald's? I'm like 99% sure they're all Coke. Unless you have a Coke free style. I mean... Oh my god, of course you do. I mean, yeah, if you have heathens working at your local fast food restaurant. See, you know what I do? I order something so bizarrely specific that, like, they learn so quickly that it's me every time. But I'm, like, unbelievably friendly to the point where they're just like, okay, let's get this guy fucking through here. And, like, he's the kind of weirdo who'll come inside if we fuck up. So, like, let's not. And my order is never better. Never better. And the conversation, never shorter. Except for one time, I had to answer a question on, like, whether it was safe to throw ice cubes in a fryer. And it was just like, why? Why would you ask me? Like, I don't know. Like, fucking science it later. Oh my god, yeah. I'm probably just the only person who orders a Dr. Pepper Cherry Vanilla at Wendy's. So, like, they know it's me. But, like, I used to say light ice and stuff like that, and then finally it was just like, they know. No, they don't, but I wasn't gonna tell them that. Why were they asking me? Fuck around and find out. I'm there for Wendy's. I'm not Google. Go stand in a corner where the cameras can't see you and look it up on your phone. That's what I used to do when I worked at the car wash. I stood in the corners. I mean, literally, that was one of the first things my manager taught me when I got a job there, was what corners I could stand in to look at my phone so I wasn't on camera. What if they died because of your advice? Well, that's fine. It's not good advice. I wouldn't have taken it. Why would they even ask me for advice? That's like just looking up a name in the phone book and being like, oh my god, do you know how to tie a tourniquet? And it's like some grandma who's like in the middle of making cookies. And she's just like, are you my grandson? And it's like, please, woman, tell me. A tourniquet. My friend's dying. Like, why is that old woman's fault for not knowing how to tie a tourniquet? They fucking put her on the spot. And should Granny Rosa there feel bad because Mark Jones called her on advice on how to tie a tourniquet because he shot his friend in a hunting accident? No. Don't try to shame me. I'll come up with a crazier solution to the problem in my head, and I'll just jump right over it. Fucking, you see them gymnastics? Fucking gold medal right there. You can't pin me down. I'll never feel bad about anything. Absolutely nothing in this world is my fault. I am absolutely untouchable today. Do I have to buy? No, I don't have to buy a physical copy. Why'd you say it like that? No, I didn't. No, I enjoyed myself on my little break. Don't make me ban the word Pow World. Pow World. Pow Word. No, you said a copy. How do I purchase a copy? I don't believe in a copy if they can just take it from me. I'm not purchasing anything. All I'm purchasing is rights. And at that, they're barely existent. All I'm buying is the ability to one day potentially look at myself in the mirror like some sort of fool. for purchasing a game digitally only. Can I put Pal World in my PS2 if things go south? I'm just kidding. Wait, can you actually buy physical Pal World? That'd be hilarious. That'd, like, actually be the strategy. I don't think it runs that well on console, but, like, if it ever got in trouble, that would be the strategy. Holy shit. I'm guessing if that game's physical, it's sold out. Because, yeah, that's one of those games that could... That's one of those games... I might have to look into that. Does it have... I'm going to Google that. Because I'll absolutely go to the fucking store and buy a physical copy. Just for that reason, in case it ever goes down. Why am I pausing? That's so weird. Stop doing that. Pal World physical copy. Oh, people are saying I wouldn't expect one, and if you do ever hear of one, it'll be when they actually release the game, which if it's one of those alpha BSs, it'll never be in complete form. That's true. That's too bad. I've experienced having DLC revoked because of licensing issues, but I've never had a full game revoked. Steam has actually, like, taken games off of people's, like, accounts, right? Like, I know some people still have PT or whatever from, like, that Silent Hill demo. How well did, I'll have to, I don't know, you don't have to Google this if you don't want to. But how well did Lethal Company do? Lethal Company has to be some sort of record. Like, Lethal Company was just one dude. That has to be some sort of record. Honestly, if Pal World hadn't come out, Lethal Company probably would have done a little bit better. Not that it did poorly by any means, but... I don't know about that. I remember hearing Lethal Company outsold Call of Duty. Okay, so there's no actual known number, but it's estimated to have sold 10 million copies. And that's since its early access release. So in 4 months, it sold... No, Suns did really well, but, like, for as much as they hyped it, I don't think I've heard about it since. Actually, I think the problem with it was more of, like, it was, like, glitchy or something like that. I actually heard a lot from, like, speedrunners that it was unspeedrunnable or something like that. The people I watch when I'm, like, playing Pokemon and stuff, Neebs Gaming, they do a lot of, like, really cinematic stuff. They're terrible at playing games, but they actually try to be cinematic. And they really liked the original one, but when you die in the Sons of the Forest, I guess it changes your character. So, like, they couldn't do their, like, story-based content. I mean, it's old at this point, but they have a really good playthrough of the Forest. I mean, they're idiots. Like, don't ever expect them to play well, but, like, they try to, like, they try to be entertaining in, like, again, a cinematical sense. If they were good at video gaming, they'd probably be one of the best channels on YouTube, but my god, they literally can't read. They're illiterate. It's insane. If there is text on screen, they can't see it. But I do have to say, I don't think I've ever found a channel as entertaining as them. They play games in such a unique way. But not well. Not well is one of those unique ways. They're not good at games. But they definitely prefer the original. They've only played through it once, though. I actually just watched their new Conan video. And it just reminded me how much I don't want to play Conan. I don't even know what my problem is with Conan at this point. It's like something to do with the purges. I don't even know. Like, I feel like every time I play that game, I'm so excited for when it's just like, okay, the Purge is going to get here, and I'm going to get a tier 4 Thrall from the Purge, and it's going to shape my playthrough. Like, is it going to be a worker? Is it going to be a fighter? Who am I getting from the Purge? Who am I getting? Okay, there's going to be no people in this Purge according to the wiki. All right. And then the Purge shows up, and it's like 15 people that, like, just run into my base. And it's like, no, there's not supposed to be any people in this Purge. And then, like, as I'm trying to put truncheons into all my people so they don't kill anybody, like, I find the body of a tier 4 armor or something like that. And it's just like, no! I didn't even get to see them. I remember the last time I really, like, deep dove into that game, I spawned hundreds, if not thousands, of thralls. Just trying to see if I could get a Delenzia or a Sumerian Berserker with 100% in, like, strength or vitality. Just to maximize their stats to see what was possible. Because now they have that stupid potion of, like, rebirth or something like that. It was, like, my second or third Purge ever. And, like, I hadn't watched any content creators. So, like, it was my fault. But at the same time, like, I had checked the wiki. And, like, it said there were no humans in the Purge coming. So it was like, okay. So, like, I had already taken my truncheons out of everybody. But it was still my fault. I shouldn't have trusted the fucking fandom or whatever I was using back then. I don't trust any of them now because they changed the game so much that it's all unreliable. It's not even the fandom's fault. I mean, the fandom should just literally put up a sign that says, like, none of this is accurate as of, like, fucking 0.9. No, I essentially, like, prep with a truncheon, and then, like, I wait for the... And then, like, depending on what it is, I would, like, check to see who's coming, and then I'd fucking... Okay, here we go, here we go. But yeah, like, I can't remember what some of them were, but it was just like... No, there's not supposed to be any fucking tier 4 armorers in here. There's not supposed to be any tier 4... It just... It felt like every time the fucking fandom or the wiki, whatever I was using, was fucking wrong. And it was just like, I can't handle this. Actually, my very first series ever on this, like, channel, that's what happened. I made it to the first Purge. And, like, I panicked because I was just like, okay, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. And then, like, all of a sudden, a fucking tier 4 that I wanted showed up. And I was just like, no, I'm not ready for this. And, like, everything went to shit, and my fucking thralls ended up killing them. And it was just like, well, I'm gonna end it here, everyone. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for watching. Oh, I spent so much time on that base. I could easily build it again. I've built bigger versions of it. I'll have to find out what patch that was that I was like in love with. When I held the world record for fastest 1 to 60. That's actually my most watched video on YouTube, believe it or not. Is me leveling a character from 1 to 60 in Conan Exiles. That's what I spent weeks doing when I first started streaming, was just playing Conan Exiles, levels 1 to 60. Look at that! Oh my god! Whoo! Whoo! Yep. And then I got super into how to do the best start in Conan Exiles when the Age of Sorcery got big. Do you have the old journey steps? So probably 2 to 3 hours, depending on my skill level. Well, yeah, depending on my skill level and depending on 3 RNG drops. If I got, like... I mean, I could prove it. I mean, I have videos. Like, I literally can do it. All you have to do is... Oh, Jesus. I'm gonna have to pause the game to actually think this. Well, just give me a second. So what you basically do, in the first 10 minutes of the game, you can get to level 18. As soon as you start the game, you run up to the bushes and you grab until you get a handful of insects. You eat the bugs. You drink the water from the flask. You craft a piece of clothing. You start running. You spend your attribute points once the clothing has been crafted. You roll and kick. You climb off of whatever you want to. And then as you're running towards the giant bat, you grab 5 stones while you're sprinting. And then as you get closer, you grab 5 branches, you craft an axe, you grab some plants as you run towards the bat, you grab the stones, then you craft a pick with some more branches, you grab 2 rocks, you grab 2 branches with an axe, you run towards the desert, and as you get towards the desert, you craft a bedroll, place it, grab some more stone, branches, and other stuff, kill the 2 shalebacks with daggers and a club for the sunder and bleed. Then you skin them for and if this is, you get lucky, for enough hide to make a bed once you need it. If you don't, you skin the rabbit and the imp to your right. You run to the right and you follow that path along the beach until you hit the crocodile, and then you run into that camp and you'll get a bonus for an exile and a what are they called? A Dafari camp. That'll bump you up a couple levels. You climb up there, you fight those guys, you loot their chest, and this is one of the most RNG dependent parts of the whole run. If you're lucky, you'll get war paint and dye. And you can dye your clothes and equip a war paint. And if you kill somebody, you should get some Dafari armor. You could get it from the chest too. You equipped that, and you're set. That's all within the first 10 minutes. If you pull it all off, you get roughly level 17, 18, depending on what all you get. During the sorcery update, you could pretty easily get to 18 because the sorcerers dropped iron bars and a skull, which pretty much guaranteed you got to 18 at that point. After you jump down from the camp, though, you craft a foundation, a wall, a doorway, a couple more walls, a ceiling, and then a door. And then in the old update, you could immediately craft a religious monument if you had enough twine. I think it's 35 twine in the old patch. And then I would just leave that shit, and then you could run to Sepper Maru and fight the Sand Reaper Queen twice for legendary weapons, and that was the other RNG. If you got something good from her, you could then run up north immediately, and this is roughly at the hour something mark. You could run up north immediately and start fighting specters at the mounds. And depending on how that went, you'd be done in anywhere from 45 to 2 hours. And it's such a wide margin because in the old patches, the specters could drop potions. And if you got lucky and you got a strength weapon from the Sand Reaper Queen, like a good two-handed strength weapon that like could like cleave and hit multiple enemies and crowd control, plus a strength potion, you could just annihilate people. But basically, you'd run up and left over to the Tomb of the Giants. I think, was it the Tomb of the Giants? Wherever it was. No, Tomb of the Giants is fucking Elden Ring, isn't it? Whatever. You'd go into the, They don't flinch? Bullshit. Yes, they do. They absolutely flinch. Maybe not in your patch, but you can absolutely stun one. Maybe not in yours. But you'd run up into the, and you might not even be able to do this on an actual server. This might be single player only. But if you run up into the tomb where the Giant King is, and then like right before engaging him, turn around before the door shuts and run out the door before it's like fully closed, the specters outside will respawn. Oh, they'll mess you up in my version as well, but you can stagger them. That's the difference, I think. So I probably couldn't do it in your version if you can't stagger them. But in my version, you get like a nice two-handed weapon, and you can keep them off of you. Yeah, they still have hyper armor, but it's only when their weapons are colored. Yeah, so I actually don't know what patch you're playing on exactly then. I probably played through it and just don't remember. Take your time, do what you need. Don't fall down the stairs. That kills a lot of people every year. I just learned that recently. Stairs are not to be fucked with. Fucking down these stairs. Horrible fucking villain. What a terrible villain. Nefarious, even. Oh, it's hard for me to even believe that I'm playing like the same game I was a few months ago. I was catching like 149s, getting so excited, like what's the limit? What's the limit? 180, 180, here we come. Come on. Come on. We'll catch a 177. It's gonna be crazy. And then I caught a 187. Like, it's just fucking, that's insane. Just absurd. And then, yeah, the next day I caught those two 584s, but they were separated by like 16 fucking hours. And I caught no other records that day. At least I don't remember. But whatever, we'll go again today. Well, would you just fucking get some melatonin? Or cyanide or something? I think you can normally sleep whenever, unless you're an insomniac. Shit, if I just do 2 flights of stairs, I think I could sleep whenever. I could probably sleep at the top of the 2nd flight of stairs. Oh, yeah, no, that's fair. Absolutely fair. Mad respect. I can't either. I have to tell myself to not try and watch for, like, updates, like, where they are. Because, like, depending on who I order from, sometimes they'll tell me, like, hey, you're 5 stops away. And it's like, do not fucking watch them. Do not fucking watch them. Do not open up the app and watch them get to your house, you fucking weirdo. And then within 2 minutes, I'm just like, well, now, what are you doing at the neighbors? Like, now, the fucking numbers are clearly... Oh, I can see you. Oh, he's delivering. I wonder if they were home. And it's like, god damn it. I could have actually, like, been a human being for the last 20 minutes, but instead I watched you fucking deliver packages on my phone until I could see you delivering them to my home. Like, I hate technology sometimes. What has it done to me? What have I done? What have I become? Just kidding. I'm a monster, I know that. Well, I bid you a good night if that's what you're gonna do, though. It's always nice to relax after that. Are you playing it? Are you grinding? Are you grinding pals? Are you grinding your pals now? Are you grinding on your pals right now? Or are you giving your pals a rest? Oh, so you're not even playing Pal World. Is Pal World falling off? See? Flash in the pan. Pokemon's back, baby. Pokemon's back, baby! Woo! Fuck yeah, Pokemon's back. Let's fucking get it. Can you imagine if I just missed a record? It's only 136. That's not that bad. Oh! Fucking hot to the touch. You see that fucking thing? I do hate going into town days, though. That's basically my laundry day, when I have to go fucking do laundry and stuff. See, you gotta automate it. You gotta automate it. Have your people crafting on them benches, see? In Conan, I'll leave my game going so that I can have my, I can't even, like, come up with a good lie because I never leave my game going. I fucking hate that shit. Couldn't even come up with a good lie. You know, I bet I could find a good way to automate fishing. Oh yeah, because you play on a server, I forget about it. Because I play so much single player, I forget that not every game just doesn't turn off when you leave. That's so weird to me. Oh my gosh, that'd be great though in Conan. Because you could like put your fish traps out. That was like one of the first moments in Conan that was like, wow, this game's actually pretty fucking cool. Because I got my compost bin set up with my grubs, and then I got my grubs in my fucking fish traps, and then I got my fish traps dumped into my fluid presses. And then I had my oil getting put into my furnaces, and I was just like, oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's like, this is good. But eventually it hit a point where like, I didn't have anything else to cook in my furnaces, and it was just like, wow, I've got like 7,000 star metal. Should I just give everybody a Lemurian axe? Yeah, let's just give everybody a Lemurian axe. Oh, let's get a tier 4 weapon. And I killed a tier 4 weaponsmith. I mean, I don't know how I would react. I can't imagine them getting much more than that. It was like the funny thing. It was like, I never even turned up my rates. I don't know why people bitched about farm. I don't understand why people bitch about farming in any game. Like, you don't even have to farm to my extent. Ever. Ever. I have never found, like, a game where you actually have to farm the way I want to. And hilariously, usually when I do, I take it... Oh, hello. Hello there. Okay, this fish is way more difficult than it should be. What are you doing? Who are you trying to impress? You have no reason to act like this. Stop this. Stop that. See, now it's not acting like a tough fish at all, but did you see those jumps earlier? Those were crazy. Small fish can't make up big jumps. What's happening here? What do you want? It's not a small fish. How many fish traps and fluid presses? Oh shit, it was like it's like 3 to 1 or something like that. Fish traps to fluid presses. But I also separated my fish. Like I did small fish in one. What is it? Something exotic. Something and then exotic. I can't remember. Because I hated fucking mixing my fish. But how many? I don't remember. There was 21 of one of them. It was either compost bins, fluid presses, or fish traps. I can't fucking remember. But I just encircled the little island down at the mounds. So there's like the guy in the center of the like water of the lake. And then there's like this little island. And I just encircled it with like fluid presses. It was probably 21 fluid presses if I had to guess. Or is it compost? It was fluid presses or compost bins. There was definitely way more fish traps. Because the fish traps basically like started to go around the island. Or was it? I can't remember. But what do you need that for? Like, what do you need that for? What do you use that many fish for? But like, what? But like, are you raiding? Like, I just don't get it. I just don't. I guess I never played enough. Like the same thing for Venom. Like after 2 hours, you ended up with so much Sand Reaper Venom that it was just like, shit, I'll never have to farm these things again. Oh, that's fair. I just would get to the point where it was just like, I'm fucking tired of emptying these resource bins. Yeah, see, I didn't like building actual castles. I liked building the floor plan to the castle because I was up in the mounds. So like if things got ugly and like the giants tried to come inside, I preferred to just not have walls so that they could just walk right in and then get annihilated by all my Dalenzias standing inside in scantily clad armor. Because one time I got raided by one of the undead dragons up there in the mounds, and it was not a good time. The dragon did not care for like the walls that much and was just kind of like, yeah, I'm just gonna go through these fuckers. And all my dancers inside like tried their best to kill the dragon, but motherfucker ain't bleeding. Oh my god, I had what's her name too, the super rare dancer from like the Sumerian tribe. Liliana or whatever her name is. Ugh. I think the volcano is probably like the only thing about Conan Exiles that I truly hate, though. Like with a genuine passion. I hate the volcano. The amount of times I've died to the lava and like just quit playing Conan for like weeks is probably above 10. Miyu best girl. I don't even know who that is. Who the fuck is that? What? Is that Sipta? Who the fuck is Miyu? Never heard of her. Interesting. I do like farming the black... This is one dream I've always had in Conan, is to farm the Black Hand and get enough sails to build a giant boat out in the water somewhere. That was like one of the first things I ever saw on the Conan Reddit and like really got me into... Because, again, I watched Neves Gaming play it and I was like, okay, I'll play this game. And I got into it and I was just like, okay, this game's fucking great. How have I never played this before? And I hopped on the Reddit and saw somebody built a boat out in the, I think it was the Mounds water, or it was the lake up north in the frozen tundra. But I was like, that's the fucking coolest thing I've ever seen. And like, I think almost every time I've ever tried to farm sails, it's gone either poorly or I get totally distracted and totally forget to build a boat. However, I think in the most recent update, they actually made it easier to get sails. So I don't know, maybe I'd speedrun a boat build. God, the new update was almost fucking brilliant. They almost saved Conan for me. So fucking close. So close to saving Conan for me. But they ruined Stargazers. Maybe if I can figure out, like, somewhere on the map has better chests. Because the new loot overhaul that they did was a really good, like, it was a good choice. Do I think it was perfect? No. Is it better? I think so. I genuinely think they did better with the loot overhaul. But they fucked some of the chests. Like the 2 chests on top of the Conan Oasis watering hole, whatever his bar is called, Conan's bar. Those should not be alcohol. But in the new update, those are filled with alcohol. And I hate that. The ones inside the wine cellar, fill them with alcohol. That makes sense. The ones on top? No. Like, that sucks. Those were part of my farming loop. I used to grab those chests for steel bars and stuff, but now they just have alcohol in them, which it's not even good alcohol. The other thing I really dislike about the new update is the new journey system. I hate the new journey system with like a passion. I was really into no death runs right before I quit playing. Maybe I should do another no death run. I could do another no death run. Maybe not. Ooh, Jesus Christ, I just got hit with a wave of fucking tired. Wow, holy shit. Oh my god. That was weird. I am like super fucking tired. This can't happen. Where's my caffeine? This cannot fucking happen. Oh, cast it out. Wait, you'll have to wait, drink. So I wonder if Beastmaster Tiamos is still broken in your golden age. I hate him. I literally just hate even hearing that name come out of my own mouth. Because I just, ugh! I can hear the people online
Why are you even using a Delenzia? Beastmaster TMOs can have over double the health of her. She's not even that much stronger. You can actually kill things faster since your TMOs is most likely to die. You can actually...
Shut the fuck up. Shut up about Beastmaster TMOs. God. I'm so glad they patched him in the most recent one. And then admitted that he was broken. He wasn't even ever supposed to have good stats. He was supposed to be middle of the road. They just fucking gave him the wrong stats. And there was actually another Thrall that comes in the Purge who should have been popular for the stats that Beastmaster TMOs had, but nobody knew who he was because instead he had Beastmaster TMOs' shitty stats. I just fucking hate farming Beastmaster TMOs. It sucks. It sucks. The only thing good that comes out of it is sometimes you get those sales I was talking about. I mean, he has a water-breathing mask, but, like, are you actually going to use that? I mean, the only way that's good is if you've been throwing away your water-breathing potions, but those are fucking a dime a dozen. Ugh, I just... And again, I have videos of it because I like playing single player for these exploits, but I would literally just put standing torches up in the woods in between my base and Stargazer's camp, and I would run towards the camp. I would see if there were any tier 4 thralls by clicking my analog stick to highlight their names, and if there were no tier 4 thralls, I would run back into the woods until I got far enough away that the camp disappeared, and then I'd run back towards the camp to see who spawned. I would just keep running back and forth until a tier 4 thrall spawned, and then I'd knock him out and take him back to my fucking 6 wheels or whatever I was rocking at the time. And I would just end up with a bunch of Delenzias and Sumerians, and once I had too many of them, I would see if I had good percentages on them. But, like, that's what originally pushed me away from Conan. Was, like, trying to get a good Thrall and being like, wow, another fucking athleticism one. Oh, another accuracy one. Oh, wow. Check this one out. Minus strength plus accuracy. And then finally, I opened up the fucking dev menu and I spawned hundreds of them. And then, like, I actually leveled them up. I played legit for a while. And finally, I still have pictures of them. I got a Beastmaster TMOs, which had better health, with a shitload of attack augments. And then I got a Delenzia with a bunch of health augments. And it was just like, well, I'm never going to get that lucky again. And the fucking augments are on the wrong thralls. So, like, I couldn't figure out what max health on a fucking Beastmaster was and max strength on the Delenzia was. I had gotten the fucking rolls wrong, and I was just like, yep, I'm done. I'm fucking done. I've spawned hundreds of these fuckers. And then, yeah, eventually they added fucking potions to do it. Excellent. That's what I like to hear! Yes! Fucking big nongies, baby!
Are you afraid of the Kaji grind?
Well, surely you're not afraid of the Hama Hama grind. Ugh, I just wish there was a way to target every fish. I think that would literally remove all of the stress of any of this. I think if you could just target every single fish, it would just be a fun-ass minigame. Oh, not bad. Oh, that's right. You had to rebeat the record. Oh. Forgot all about that. Congratulations. That's fucking big deal then. Not bad, not bad. Where do you fish from? Oh my god, that's insane. Where do you fish from at Palm Brinks Lake? Old PBL. I'm fairly confident that, again, I'll never catch 200 centimeters. And if I catch anything, it'll be 198. At this point, it's going to be a 198, 622, and I'll be done. That's it. Somebody else can have it. If I catch that fish, I'm done. I will be so happy that, like, it's over. That'll be it for me. Mark my words. 198, 622. Shit. It won't even be 622. It'll be like fucking 590. Just to piss on my grave one last time. Damn, nice. Fucking 11 out of 18 on retro. Just know that you've literally said that right before the person who's going to target your back, like, showed back up. Your #1 shooter is in chat. See, like, that's what's, like, it's gotta be possible, right? Like, why would Nonky just stop at 171? I just wish we could contact Pokemon Fan. I wish we knew what they knew. For God's sakes, they might just be sitting on the fucking answers. Like, maybe they just got fed up after their 176 and they looked it up and then they never shared it because they didn't think anybody cared. Who knows? I have a little fangirl dream that they'll show up in my chat one day, and they'll just be like, just so you know, these are the stats, by the way. It's not worth it. And then disappear, and I'll never hear from them again, and that's it. And they don't even fucking follow or anything. Like, they just literally show up, leave a single message explaining, like, everything, and then they disappear. Like, I don't even get, like, to respond or anything. Like, while I'm reading the message, it sets in that who it is, and, like, they're gone already. Fucking dust in the wind. I'm gonna guess Mackenzie's gonna go after him. And beat them all by exactly 1 centimeter. There's almost no doubt in my mind that Mackenzie at least goes after your records. If it wasn't for their computer being down, you would be going after their records. I'm shocked the 94 centimeter Mardan wasn't their record. Oh shit, shots fired. Shots fired right fucking back. Although I think if Mackenzie actually had things hooked up, the Mardan record would have already been set to 100. The Frankenfish were never on retro, so I'm pretty sure there's a good level of trust there. At least in the fish world. People can be trusted. We got no weights and fish here. We got weights and fish. Call the police. Call the game warden. You're fucked, Terry. You're fucked. We got weights and fish, boys. God, what a great fucking time in a human history. That's probably one of my favorite fucking YouTube videos. Fucking, oh my god. Don't fucking let them get in their cars. Keep them right here. I mean, until somebody breaks, yeah, if cap's 100, until somebody breaks the 140 mark on gobblers, like 139's fucking insane. But like shit, somebody might catch a 166 gobbler. Who fucking knows? You know what? When I hit the 12-hour mark, I'm gonna go to every place in the map and catch 3 fish. Just to see if I fucking catch a massive record. Could you imagine if everywhere I go to, I catch equally as large of a fish? I'd fucking lose it. At the end of the night, after 12 hours, I'll go to each place in the game and I'll catch 3 fish. That's how I'm gonna end this stream. This will be the last fishing stream for a while, y'all. I'm going to go back through and count every fish that I've caught and whatnot. I don't know what fish to target next. Well, what have you actually worked on? Like, I mean, like, what do you have left? What do you have left? What do you have left? Hit me with it. I know you got Gobbler. I know you have Neji. You still have to get Pacoli. Ooh. Are you going back to Withered Jurak? You took Gobbler? When did you take Gobbler? What Gobbler did you catch? Okay, okay. Okay, yeah, I've got fish brain. I was like, no! You don't have these fish. Well, I mean, my first observation is you're going for Bobo Bonds. According to the guidebook, you want to be doing bonds in Vinicio. You're less likely to roll a null fish, and you're more likely to get a bond to bite. I mean, Gobbler isn't the worst. At least you can target Gobblers, but it is pretty shitty. I've fished a lot of Gobblers, and my record's 133. I think I've caught 133 twice, actually. Nyler Piccoli. Ugh, that's just fucking Withered Jurak again. Mardan sucks. Oh, really? Okay. Okay, I didn't know we were... I guess I have caught my Bobo record in Shigura as well. It's interesting that Pokemon Fan caught a 114 and then never went after them on a video. I wonder if they caught theirs like crazy quick too and then never saw another giant. It is hard to say. Damn, and you've tied the Bond record. Oh, I'm so sorry for coughing into the microphone. But I was afraid that the fish would bite, and I wouldn't be able to properly adjust by playing one-handed. I'm so sorry, but... Wait, don't you have to get Neji too? I was gonna say, don't you have Gila, actually? Yeah. Well, it's not ideal. But I would go try, because this is where I've had my most success. I would go try for Neji and Mardan in Yorda Valley. It sucks trying to catch the fucking Mardan without the exclamation point. But I caught like 7 of them in one night. It was fucking insane. And I caught them till like 9 a.m. I have video proof of it. I caught so many in Yorda Valley. Yeah, but if you fish like 6 p.m. to 9 a.m. for Mardans, that's not that much Neji farming. It's annoying, but you're more or less going for Mardans. And the fucking intensity of not having the exclamation point is crazy. At least it is for me, because my anxiety is, like, maxed out. Mardans are boring, though. I will agree with that. Nejis aren't any better. Man, you fucking... It sounds like you're talking about Ocean Roar Cave second half in the rain. Because that should be increased tartans. Well, you already took tartan, so you don't care about tartan. So, I don't know. It sounds like you want Vinicchio. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe Jurak? Ugh. Good luck. Good luck. I got so close. I caught the Piccoli record. I caught a 54. But I caught a 73 Nyler, I think. Oh. Yeah, good luck to you, because those fish are, like, impossible to tell if you have a record or not. You have to catch every single fish there, which, like, fits me perfectly. And man, for all we know, Nyler get even bigger. What stops a Nyler from getting as big as a tartan? I don't know. I don't know. See, we're like... I don't even want to say two sides of the same coin. We're like the same side, but like different parts of the same coin on, again, the same side. Because like you're trying to catch all... I originally wanted to catch a record of all the fish. But like... I don't even know. I just want to... it's like I've had this primal desire to just catch a record fish that's like devolved into... It just has to be any of them. And I think it's more or less my brain's just decided that Kaji and Hama Hama are my best bet at like a good fucking perfect fish. Because otherwise it'd have to be a Mardan, a Baron, a Bobo, a Bon. You know, a perfect tartan would be pretty fucking cool. Pretty much. It's pretty much what it is. Because, like, I didn't catch a record of all of them by any means, but I caught one in, like, the top 20%. I caught one large enough to see what everybody else did. But, like, I mean, I got to where you are, and it's just, like, it's stressful, because, like, you putz around. Like, no offense, but I just don't want to be where you're at. And you don't want to be where I'm at, which is so funny that, like, we're both, like, leaning on each other as, like, you fucking keep catching fish, you piece of shit. But, like, I can't do it. You've seen it. I'll literally spend longer trying to get out of bounds than I will fishing out of bounds. Like, I have to keep catching Kaji and Hama Hama at this point, because I've got to know. But, like, you are pushing the next limit for every fish, and, like, I don't know, I can't do that anymore. But, like, you've said it yourself, you can't stand still and fish for Kaji anymore. It's just so funny. I don't think a single person that I actually recruited has kept fishing either over, like, the last few days. So, like, I think we went from, like, 10 strong last week to 3 again. Which are the 3 people in this chat. I just, it makes me feel like such a fangirl, but, like, a stalker as well. Because, like, I wish we knew what Pokemon Fan was working on. Like, is it another Dark Cloud 1 glitch? Is it fishing? Is it Lego Star Wars? Yeah, but I guess the one thing that makes this easier for me is that I truly like Hama Hamas more than Kaji. Like, it's fucked up, but Kajis are second rate to me. Like, fuck them. I'd leave him on the bank if this was real. I wouldn't actually do that. That's fucked up to say. I wouldn't do that. But, like, I've always preferred the Hama Hama. I think it's the more attractive fish. But, like, I don't know. I think Nonki's the only other fish that I could catch perfect and truly be like, yes! Yes! It's fucking beautiful. Yes, motherfucker! But, like, if I caught, like, a perfect Mardan or Baron, even, it'd just be like, okay, yeah. That looks good in the tank. That's a good fish. But, like, a perfect Hama Hama, a perfect Nonki, a perfect Kaji, it'd just be insane. I think Nonki's definitely my next bet. Which sucks that you're giving up. Because I think I'm gonna have to go to Palm Brinks to do my Nonkis. I really wanted to do Nonkis out of bounds. But, like, the biggest one I caught out of bounds is a 140. And we still don't have any proof necessarily that where you catch the fish isn't what matters, or if it's the later in the game that matters. Because we have examples where being later in the game hasn't mattered at all. But at the same time, we have examples where, like, being further into the game definitely does make the fish bigger. So it's like, I don't know. But I might just have to go to Palm Brinks and do Nonkis there. Oh yeah, that's a good point too. Oh, I took that from you. Do you still have to take that? Or are you just trying to take that back from me? You have that record on Retro, or is that just a pride thing? Eat shit if you're gonna fucking try to take that from me. Eat shit if you're gonna try to take that from me. I set a triple record that day, and you took it from me within, like, minutes. I had fucking Piccoli, Neji, and yeah, Gumby all in one day, and I was just looking for Nyler, and then you were like, oh yeah, fucking 59! And it was like, well, I'm done. And yeah, I went and caught a Bobo. You know what? I went and caught my Bobo record that day, so what? Thank you. You know what? Thank you. That's the day I caught my 112 Bobo, I think. That's some petty. Well, unless there's points. Catch your 60.9, motherfucker. Are you ready for your villain arc to start and you catch a 61 gummy? Is it JoJo music, the fucking piano that kicks in, the dun, 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 and something fucking like just kicks in all of a sudden? High-pitched piano just kicks in. That was a crazy day. What were we doing? I mean, besides fishing, we were just fucking fishing, going crazy. At the Withered Jurak. Oh my god. Spent a whole day fishing at the Withered Jurak. Oh, what a day that was. Yeah, no, that's true. That would have been my villain arc. I would have learned how to do modding and stuff like that and started catching like ungodly large fish and just posting them to retro. Can 100 gummy, 100 Gila, 100 Neji, 100 Piccoli. Can 150 Bon, 150 Mardan, 160 Baron. Can 200 Hamahama, 250 Kaji. Fucking villain arc for sure. It just blows my mind though that there are actually people who could probably figure this all out for us within like a week. But just, again, the people who like Dark Cloud and the people who like Dark Cloud 2 are totally different species. Not actually, but like, it's just one of those games where like the fans of 1 and 2 are not the same. I'm guessing the people who have figured out all of the secrets to Dark Cloud 1 are just staying on Dark Cloud 1. Again, they've been modding that game for 4 years, I think. I don't believe they're gonna switch to Dark Cloud 2 at any time. I think they're just gonna keep modding the first game. So we gotta wait for our own heroes in this story. And sadly, I am the weirdest fucking hero that y'all got. Hopefully somebody takes the fucking mantle from me and I end up just being some weird ass like relic of the past that they're like, yeah, there's this guy who just fucking fished a lot. No real science to it, but my god, did he put in some effort. Oh, what did he figure out? Well, he thought he figured a bunch of shit out, but when we data mined it, none of it was true. Oh. So what did he accomplish? He caught a lot of big fucking fish, and we're not sure how. Well, we are sure how, and we're not sure how he did it. Besides time. What was his name? Oh, nobody remembers. I do wish that I could catch Bobo though, like if I could mod this game, I would. It was all I remember it was some abstract name. Oh wow, something weird? No, I can't remember. He always just said that he spelled it wrong, so it might not even have been abstract. Who knows what it was? But like, if I could mod this game, I think that's the only thing I'd actually. Well, no. What would I mod? Let's brainstorm. I think Mardans would be catchable on the fork. I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. These are my thoughts. I think Nonkies should be catchable on the spinner. I think Bobo should be catchable on... Well, Nonky should be spinner or frog. I would say spinner before frog because I feel like Nonkies are more of a snag fish than an actual bite fish because they've got the subdermal mouth. So I'm guessing it'd be more of a spinner than a frog. So I would probably say Bobo, since they're a worm, probably would bite the frog. And then... I feel like bonds should be targetable, but at the same time, the fact that you can do bonds... See, petite fish should definitely be Bobo, Hama Hama, and Kaji. And then I think Bobo and Bon should be Mimi. I think they should take Tartan off because you can target Tartans in Palm Brinks Lake. I think Piccoli should be targetable at the Withered Jurak with Evie or something. I don't know exactly what. I'm shocked Nyler aren't targetable somewhere. I feel like Gila and Gummy should have their own bait where they're both available. Although that is technically sort of a thing, because it's Nonky, Gila, Gummy. Oh, maybe that's what I need to do. Oh, no, because I could just go up to Palm Brinks and fish for tartans and potentially get a 100 tartan. It's a joke, but we don't know. There's a guy in the comment of Pokemon Fan 4000's video who says his Kaji was 30,000, I think it's 30k. So, like, the math works out to 1500 FP, so, like, I don't even think it's possible, but they claim it. They have a code for it in the comment section, so kind of a joke. But welcome. Welcome. How's the monster transformation grind? We did break the 600 mark today, though. We're in the 600 FP mark. So we're climbing. New record. We got 8 more hours left in today's grind. And then after we hit the 12-hour mark, we're going to check every body of water. Nice. That's actually what I tried to max out first when I was doing my Chapter 3 grind. But then I read everybody was just like, don't even bother, just do Gemrons and stuff like that so you can actually do the monster transformation badges. Or medals. And it was like, okay, I'll switch to Gemron. And then I realized, like, oh my god, they're right. Ugh, if Skeleton could actually use the shield when they had it, I think that would be, like, really cool. Not that it would change the game or anything, but I think it'd be one of those touches that just... a little more immersion. You just feel like you're in the game a bit more. But I mean, they lose the shield at the same time. Although they could just, you know, use the 2 swords. I don't know. I'm asking a lot from an old game. Believe it or not, I don't think I've ever unlocked the cards. I think every time I get to that point, I'm just too tired and I don't want to play anymore. But one day. One day. I feel like I have confidently confirmed a few things today with lure rod fishing. Well, fishing in general. I believe fishing is seeded, so I'm not exactly sure when, but I think it's when you start the game up at the menu. It determines what range of fish you're going to catch. I could be totally wrong. I don't know. That's a good point. You are friends with... oh my god, they're so annoying. That's something I actually want to do, is go through the game and talk to every enemy. I don't think I've actually done that. Again, it could just be RNG, though, with all the fish, but it's very peculiar that... I mean, like, as far as I'm aware, nobody has ever caught a Kaji in the 600-point range. So, like, why have I suddenly done it? So that leads to the second theory of the progressively increasing fish size theory, where as you catch more and more fish, they slowly get bigger. But that's some weird ass fucking coding that they didn't use back then. But again, it's crazy that I keep catching bigger and bigger fish, but like, how come 2 months ago I didn't just catch some 700-point fish? The only example of that we have is a month ago I caught a 187, and the closest I've seen to that is today's 179. So either these fish are like Pokemon, like shiny Pokemon levels are rare, or it's again back to the first one where it's seeded, and as soon as you start the game, it's determined you're going to catch giant fish, medium fish, or the occasional, it's decent. Because that would explain why some days I only see 140 centimeters, I only see 150 centimeters, sometimes I only see this, I only see that. But again, that's all technically explainable by just randomness. The lack of anybody else catching fish this size is not, though. Why is nobody else catching these giant ass fish? Yeah, there was something like that, wasn't there? Oh, wow, I'm gonna have to watch that video. Oh, and the other thing is, you only have to shake the rod, like, twice. And what I mean by that is, like, what I like to do is shake for, like, just a random amount of time, and then I look at my OBS timer, line up to a clean second, wait 2, and then shake again. And you'll either get a fish or not. But after like 200 hours, I've pretty much stopped seeing fish after the second shake. Sometimes I'll see it, but if I go back and watch, I just don't think I shook enough at the start. But like patterns and stuff, like they're out of my mind. I've tried so many different patterns, and every time I go back and look at the footage, I genuinely just think I wasn't shaking enough at the start. Because I caught today's 179, 614 on exactly that. Just a bunch of shakes. Wait exactly 2 seconds if you can. Thank you. We set another record today. You show up every time I set a record, I think. It's alright. Oh, wrong way. Looking at chat like an idiot. Thankfully, it's not a record. After the monster and weapon grind, I'll come back to fishing and get... Good luck with that. I just realized today that I could duplicate these fish and probably get that pretty easily, but... Ugh, I just don't want to. It's just... so much. I'm so hooked on this. Yeah, Pokemon Fan 4000 explains it. I don't know how to do it. It's beyond me, but this is my goal. Is getting all the biggest of these fish. I want to fill the aquarium with monsters. These are my babies. My Bobo's getting there. Yeah, don't tell anybody about this because this is definitely inhumane. I don't even feed them. Just so I can... Yeah, there's... Well, no, there's bubbles. For some reason, there's bubbles. I don't know how Max has that aerated. But there's bubbles. I don't feed them, though, so they all have their weights. Just in case I ever want to, like, get a screenshot of it. Baku Baku can get so much bigger, though. I really haven't put any time into that. My Kaji's clipping out of the tank. Get back in there. Bobo can get so much bigger as well. I think the retro achievements is 124. But we haven't been able to get in contact with the person who caught that one, so we don't even know anything about where they caught it, what they used to catch it. My Nonky was clipping out of bounds again. So that's just kind of a mystery. That's my current length record, but that one's actually not even close to the weight record. That's my record, Gobbler, but it's no longer the record for Gobbler. Or no, I think the same person still holds record for Gobbler. It's like 139. Nonky, that's currently the second place Nonky, I think. First place is held by Don Doke. I don't know where they went. They're around. They usually just laugh at me whenever something funny happens because it's easiest. Yeah, they can. I need to get into Dark Cloud 1 fishing. I didn't realize how much bigger the fish were in Dark Cloud 1. It also bums me out to know that the modders for Dark Cloud 1 already have the lengths for all the fish. But they also didn't share the lengths for all the fish. They found all of them, but they only shared the 3 longest. 143. Oh, fuck you. I'm third? Wait, didn't you catch a 150? Or was that the FP? Oh yeah, you type your FP backwards. I can hate that. But Pokemon Fan caught a 150 something and a 171 Nonky. But again, in that video, we don't even see what bait they were using. We do see that they're at Palm Brinks Lake, which is very interesting with how like early into the game that is. Because I caught my Nonky out of bounds. Actually, I've caught most of my Nonky out of bounds. And then I think I have one other fish, but it's in another tank. I have a theory that the tin tier prize is the lure rod substitute. Oh, interesting. That would make sense. Oh, he says in the description he was using Mimi. I wish I read. I caught my new Kaji record yesterday, 137, 432. No new Hamas for me. Damn, that's a fucking stat distribution. 137, 432. Holy shit. A tier 2 ride pod weapon is only worthy of tier 1. I could see it. I'm pretty sure Don Doke's already gotten through fishing tier 10 though. I don't know anything about that stuff, though. I'll have to get to it eventually. Oh, absolutely. But, yeah, it could even be RNG based, and you have to, like, save before you complete tier 10 and just keep doing it to see if you get something different. Oh, and if you don't get a bite, shake for a little bit, because you still have to get that counter up, and sometimes they're there, but yeah. I've spent hours trying different patterns recently, and so long as you shake a ton at the start, like, I mean, just shake. Just don't even count, just shake. And then just find a clock and look over at it, and when the second goes over, wait 2 more, and shake, and just keep shaking. And it's not that there isn't a fish, because I've actually caught these weird... And other people have caught these too. For example, a name change ticket. Why does he have that after some? That's a good answer. Question. The only answer I have is that name change tickets are actually for New Game Plus, once you have all the outfits from Mayor Need. So that when you're in Chapter 4, like, so I'm in Chapter 4. So I have the Shell Talkie right now. Finally a Picoli, but oh my god, really? Damn. That's, I forgot how bad Picoli are. So I'm only in Chapter 4 right now. So I've got the Shell Talkie, Oh, yeah. Well, I've got next. I'm still at the Shigura Lake. But since I don't have to buy the Panther Ensemble and the Clown outfit, I could instead make myself a Supernova. And I still have 74 medals. Even though I also made myself a 5-star armlet. So here soon, I'll be able to make Legend and Island King while in Chapter 4, once I have all the medals. And I think that's the point of the name change tickets. Because you're actually able to break the game completely open within Chapter 4. I could be wrong and just absolutely insane, which is most likely the answer. It's usually the simplest. But yeah, we do a little grinding here. We do a little digging. We do a little farming. Exercising. We expand our rights, see what's available. But yeah, if you don't want to go crazy, I would recommend looking up Pokemon Fan's tutorial on fish stooping. I'm 99% sure somebody told me it works on all versions of the game too, so you're fine. But yeah, just catch yourself one record and duplicate it. Let's be honest here. There's no reason to go absolutely insane. I wish I could send you a fish code. It really is too OP. It kind of like ruins the challenge of it, but like at the same time, like it's the only way I'll ever do it. I couldn't hand over all my giant fish to get to like 10 plus. I'm too much of an item hoarder. Even my fish. I even hoard my fish. I mean, you saw my inventory. I have like 5 spots available. I think the only duplicate item I have is 2 frozen tunas. I've duplicated so many lures, and I've also probably made like 1,000 turkeys. Because I used the photo album in Chapter 2 to make like ruler swords and a twin buster and a bunch of other stuff. So I couldn't afford it, obviously. So I made a bunch of turkeys. I think out of the 300 hours I've put into this playthrough, only like 30 of it have been idle. And it's because I have to eat food. I used to just turn the game off and walk away, but I found that it was a little easier just to leave the stream going and just walk away for a little bit. I feel bad walking away, but it's just easier to just pick it all back up instead of turning on the PlayStation, getting stream set back up, making sure that I'm connected. Especially on days where I do 12-hour fishing grinds. It's just easier. I'm not excited to finish Monster Transformation, though. My god, my hat's off to you. Ugh. Are there actually best versions of each monster even, or are you just like, you just allowed to pick whatever you want? I don't even know. I've done almost no research into fishing contests, Finny Frenzy, and Monster Transformation. I've done minimal just to like get my foot in the door, and I just keep realizing how little I know, and it's just like, oh god, I'm just gonna go back to catching fish. I can't even remember who pointed Pokemon Fan 4000 out to me like 5 or 6 months ago, and it felt like I knew nothing. Oh, is it that fast? And see, I've just never grinded them in the proper manner. I've like tried in Chapter 7 or something when I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back and do some metal farming, and in Chapter 7 it's still not that fast. This literally drove me insane. Doing this in chapter 3. I think I defeated 1,600 monsters doing that in chapter 3, but it was actually chapter 6. It was looking for the wind gem, but oh my god. Drove me insane. I just gave up. At one point, I just remember saying to myself, I was like, would anybody except for me be even impressed if I had Holy Gemron in chapter 3? And I remember thinking to myself, I don't care. I'm leaving. And I kind of regret not completing the challenge, but at the same time, like, I have no idea how long it actually would have taken me. I remember an estimate of being like 4 or 5 days of just grinding. And it was just like, I don't think I care anymore. So then I joined the fishing movement, and it's all been history since then. It's so weird. Like, I don't know why all of a sudden everybody got into fishing. Like, there's a lot of us who are all of a sudden just independently fishing. I again just wish, and I've said this like 9 times this video, and I'm going to sound like a fucking weirdo if they ever find me. But like, I wish we could just contact Pokemon Fan 4000. Like, I feel like they might have some information, or at this point, like, maybe just like to know that their community has grown. Oh shit! Salty's got Pal World. Oh damn, really? Only 60. I almost made it then. Oh, I don't have the badges. Okay, yeah, no. I was like, that's unbelievable, but I'll take your word for it. I've seen how much you grind monster transformation. I do not have the badges though. I can tell you that a Thunder Gemron will clear all of the chapter 6 levels without the badges, but I mean, that's a little overpowered for where I am in the game. It cleared the level 3 or chapter 3 ones super easy. Okay, okay, you're convincing me. You're convincing me. I missed the $4 off, but I'll check it out. Mackenzie's already got me into it. I'm gonna be honest though, I'm telling you right now, I am very critical about how games feel just on the sticks. Like, if I literally don't like looking around and walking, it ain't for me. I already like tried Enshrouded and I fucking hated that game. Is that a full sentence? Am I just retarded? No, I shouldn't even say that. I am. Okay. Oh, well, that makes me feel better then. Then I am done with monster grinding pretty much. I really want, and it's just fucking insanity. I really want to go to chapter 5 and fish for Barons at some point. Because I'm not even able to fish for Barons right now, obviously. But like, oh god, until somebody beats my Kaji and Hama Hama records, I can't get rid of these fuckers. My superstition's just too strong. I just want to know that I don't need them to catch record-size Kaji and Hama Hama. But like, my tinfoil hat's on too tight. It's just, it's not happening. I mean, maybe, you know what? Probably after today, I'll move on to chapter 5 because I don't think I'm gonna keep fishing for these guys after this. I've set so many Kaji and Hama Hama records at this point, like, I think I'm good. I think I'm confidently good in where I'm at. I mean, for Kaji, it's 187.8 for centimeters, 614 for FP. For Hama Hama, it's 128.2 8, I think, as well. And then 410 FP. That's so much. I don't think I'm getting higher than that. We're going to finish out today's 12-hour grind, and then I'm going to go back and count exactly how many Hama Hama and Kaji I've caught over the last 200-ish hours. And I'm going to do the math on how rare, like, the big ones are versus the medium ones and the small ones. And I'm going to try to find out, like, an accurate percentage breakdown. Because if it's, like, you know, like, the big ones are 10% and the other ones are 80%, and it's just like, oh, the small ones are 10% as well. That makes sense. And I heard that's actually a really rewarding thing too. Like, you have to like catch 10 of each pal to level up quickly as well. So like, that's smart. It's smart to put leveling up and the basic game mechanic into the same like hole. That way you're stepping in some good shit every time. I'm excited to check it out. Again, my main worry is that, like, just again, like, when a game is so slow to walk around that it's faster to roll, I hate that. I hate that. Oh, that's good. Pokemon hasn't done that for fucking 20 years yet. It's been there since the first fucking game. Okay, well, that's probably something that'll sell me on it. I also just desperately need a game to play off stream. And, like, I feel like every game I play is streamable. I mean, that's good. I like progression. Possibly. It sounds like Mackenzie has a server already. Is it like a thing where like, oh, am I at the 2-hour mark? Okay, so I'm gonna catch this fish and then take another break. It is time for me to feed my animals, so this will be a bit of a longer break. Beaten unless there's someone willing to spend. But see, like, here's the thing. Pokemon Fan 4000 and their comment. I know I reference this person all the time. They'll think I'm a weirdo one day, and I might scare them away. But you know what? If I do scare them away, fuck you, you coward. Sorry if you're actually a coward, but quit disappearing on us. We need you. They said in one of their comments, because somebody was like, hey, would you ever want to stream Dark Cloud 2? And they said that they can't stand playing the game for long periods of time. So, like, unless they fished for tons of short sessions, they caught their 176 in a relatively short amount of time. Which leaves leaves validity to the RNG theory of just somebody might catch it. And then today, literally, I turned on my PlayStation, and the third fish I caught was the 179 610. So, technically, yeah, somebody else could be blessed. I think the problem is now, though, can the average player even catch that fish? Because we may never know. Because I don't even know if the average player could catch a fish that big. It is literally lottery grinding. And the craziest thing is, I caught my 187 28 days ago. Roughly like 150 hours ago. So like, by lottery standards and gambling, I'm due a win, but like, I'm not. So like, it is literally lucky bullshit. Yeah, like, it's crazy. Because, like, I've almost lost perfect fish. Not perfect fish, but, like, there's a certain range from, like, 150 and up where they all start to feel the same. And I've almost lost fish at that size just because I'm looking at chat or something. So, like, I can't imagine somebody who's new to this game hooking a fish that big. Like, I like to watch new players all the time, and, like, I don't try to backseat on purpose, but, like, I'll watch somebody play the game, and then they'll, like, die to the same enemy 5 times, and it's like, hey, check out the block button or something. But, like, every so often, I'll watch somebody get to the Priscline mission, and they can't catch a Priscline, and, like, it kills me to sit there and watch them try. And then finally, like, I'll, like, fucking type this crazy message like, hey, this is how you're supposed to fish. But like, oh my god. But like, I love it. I convinced this other guy the other day, his first subathon, he's gonna do a 12-hour fishing stream. And it's just like, yes, another one. but are people gonna watch the tutorial? Alright, thanks for stopping by. I'll be back as fast as possible. I'm just gonna feed my dog, feed my cats, take my dog outside, and then probably grab a water bottle, and then I'll be back. But sometimes I get distracted looking at my phone, and it takes me a minute. But well, you know what? YouTube, thank you for stopping by. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna end it here.